This WBTV high-definition program is sponsored by Time Warner Cable. WBTV News this morning starts right now.
It's 6 a.m. and right now the search is on for a driver who led police on a chase overnight that ended when an officer crashed into a tree. A live report is coming up. Also an update to a story we've been investigating for you. A Zara Baker charity under investigation. Now the state attorney general is getting involved. And this American journalist is missing right now as the fighting rages on in Syria. Christine?
John, I'm live here in the First Alert Weather Center with meteorologist Al Conklin, and we're going to see this bright orange thing in the sky.
Exactly. Do not be alarmed. What you see, that orange disc in the sky, is simply the sun. We haven't seen very much of it so far
Welcome
this new
to
year.
2013.
Exactly, right? You've been a little late in coming, but better late than never. And yeah, a lot of sunshine in our forecast, but first things first, clear skies, cold out there this morning. Our temperatures are below freezing in our viewing area. We're mostly in the 20s, 22 right now. Lake Norman, 25 Kannapolis, University City area, 23 Myers Park, Lake Wiley and TKK at 25, 28 in Pineville, and 25 right now around Weddington and Waxhaw. Out the door, we should be off of our morning lows. Sunny skies, 8 o'clock temperature 30 degrees. This afternoon, getting back up into the low 50s under mostly sunny skies. A pretty nice end to the work week. What about the weekend? Might be a little rain in there. I'll have that part of the forecast straight ahead. Right now at 6:01, let's check in with Tanya Riven. She's got an update on First Alert traffic.
Thanks, Al. Good morning. Your First Alert traffic sponsored by Toyota of North Charlotte. We still have a nice quiet to your morning as we look around the city. We're going to head out to I-77 and I-85. You can see no problems here. Even heading up I-85 by Harris Boulevard, things are nice and quiet. And I-85 and I-485 with the construction zone that's been there and will be with us at least until next year. No problems there. Let's switch and look at I-85 and Mallard Creek Church Road, and you can see our volume starting to build here, but no interruptions or accidents to report at this time. Christine, John, back to you.
6:01, and right now police in Matthews are looking for a driver involved in a chase overnight that ended after an officer crashed his cruiser. Just take a look at the damage you can see here to this car right now. This chase ended in Pineville on Beverly Crest Boulevard, and cameraman Ron Lee is live from the scene this morning. So Ron, the big question is the officer okay?
Good morning to you, John. Yeah, the officer is absolutely fine. The car he was driving, not so much. You can still see there's debris all over the roadway, and the tree that he actually hit took some pretty serious and significant impact. Now, I did talk to Matthews PD early this morning, and they tell me that this all started when one of their officers in a slick-top unmarked car may have seen a drug deal go down not too far away from here in Matthews. The officer pulled in behind the suspect car and tried to stop him by lighting him up with the blue lights, but this guy is not pulling over. Apparently, he had no game plan to pull over and go to jail, so he punched the throttle and he simply took off. The officer went right along with him down Highway 51, and at one point they made a turn on the Beverly Crest Boulevard, and the officer simply lost control. He hit the tree. The airbags blew, but the officer again was not seriously hurt. As for the suspect, you think this guy's going to be hanging around waiting to see how the officer's doing? Not a chance. He kept going in his car and he is gone. On the road, I'm Cam Man, Ron Lee, WBTV. On your side.
All right, Ron, thank you. New this morning, a 10-year-old boy from Boone is in the hospital right now, badly hurt in this wrong-way crash on I-95 in Georgia. Police say a couple in their 80s were going south in the northbound lanes, trying to get off an exit in Savannah yesterday. They hit an SUV carrying the boy and 4 family members who were also from Boone. All 7 people in the 2 vehicles were hurt. The boy's 6- and 8-year-old siblings are among them. They are now out of the hospital.
Well, right now, an American journalist is missing in Syria. This is the freelance journalist right now. His family says he's been missing since Thanksgiving Day. He talked with his sister on Skype and hasn't been seen since. James Foley's family is hoping the media attention will help him be released unharmed.
He's in our thoughts and our prayers every day. And we're committed to do everything within our ability to secure his safe release, and this is our only priority.
Now, this isn't the first time Foley's been abducted. He was taken in Libya in 2011. Foley and 3 other journalists were released by the Libyan military in May of 2011.
Well, an update this morning to an On Your Side investigation. We've learned the man running a Zara Baker charity is now under investigation by the state of North Carolina. WBTV broke this story late last night, and it's a story we've been on top of since the very beginning. We confronted Jim Julian here back in October. That's when we learned he was soliciting donations in the name of Zara Baker. Since then, state investigators have demanded paperwork, which the state says Julian has failed to provide. WBTV's Astrid Martinez is live this morning. Astrid, now the state attorney general's office is involved in all of this. What's the latest?
That's right, Christine. Good morning. Attorney General Roy Cooper wants to hear from anyone who donated to the Zara Claire Baker Memorial Foundation. Now, Jim Julian, the charity's founder, told us in this interview back in October that he started the foundation in February 2011 to collect money and to give it to children with challenges. But as we first reported, people who gave Julian money were concerned that it wasn't going to the right place. Now, Julian denied those allegations, but he admits he made mistakes and apologizes for that. He says he will push forward as long as the state lets him.
We're going to keep going. We're not discouraged by a couple of people that try to stop us from doing good things. We're not doing that.
Now, if you have donated to the foundation or have been asked to donate, you can file a consumer complaint. That information is posted for you on our website, WBTV.com. Live in Charlotte, Astrid Martinez, WBTV, on your side.
It's 6:05, and looking ahead today, members of the new Congress will cast their votes for billions of dollars for Superstorm Sandy victims. Some upset it wasn't voted on earlier this week by the last Congress. But the Speaker of the House said there was no time because all the focus was on the fiscal cliff vote. Lawmakers will vote on a $9 billion in federal aid today, and the plan is to have another vote in less than 2 weeks for $51 billion in aid.
This morning, crews had to rescue 3 teenagers from a frozen lake after the ice cracked beneath them. This video here is from Arizona, and you can see here crews plucking the 2 teens from the dead tree they were hanging onto in the middle of this lake. The other made it to a snow-covered bank. The teens were hanging onto the tree for more than 2 hours in 22-degree weather. All 3 teens were taken to the hospital and treated for mild hypothermia. Well, saying goodbye to a survivor. North Carolina's oldest cancer survivor passes away. Her inspirational story is coming up. And look at the flames shooting out of this car here after it crashed under a tractor trailer. How crews were able to save the person's life. WBTV is on your side. You're watching WBTV News this morning. We'll be right back.